Hey, hey, hey. Okay, girls, really quick, I wanted to first of all say happy Saturday and welcome to our Bump Sisters Bootcamp. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Shay Mills and I am one of the leaders on our Fit for His Glory team and one of the ones who is helping lead this specific group. I have been coaching for about 2.5 years now and am pregnant with my first little one. So my husband and I are expecting a baby boy in February. I am 18 weeks right now. So I'm so excited to be going along this journey with you guys. It has been a very humbling experience for me, a very challenging one, but a beautiful one nonetheless. And so I'm just excited to walk through this with you really quick. I have a list of things I really want to go through regarding where do you start. So we've got you into this group. Hopefully you had a one-on-one call with your coach. If you have not, please reach out to them. I know that they'll be more than happy to set one up with you. But hopefully you've had that call. So you've kind of gotten to know your coach. You've gotten to talk about, okay, you got this challenge pack. Now, what do you do with it? Where do you start? Because our journeys look different. And here's the thing, in pregnancy, they all look different. So not only do we look different from everyone else, but within this group, every single one of our journeys look completely different. And I know from experience already that we're all going to feel different. And it's going to be really easy to look to the right or to the left and compare like, oh, well, she's doing this and she's able to do that. But just remember, God created us all different. Your body is going to respond differently to pregnancy than the person beside you. And so at the end of the day, we're not here to compare, but we are truly here to walk this journey together. And as leaders, we want to help you figure out what works for you so you can have an active and healthy pregnancy, because it is hard. It is hard, but it is such a blessing to steward our bodies well during this time because we are literally growing a human. And how cool is that? So really, really quick, I want to just kind of give y'all some direction as far as workouts go. Now, like I said, everyone is going to be different. So please talk to your coach. Make sure that you have a plan and that y'all have talked about it. But here's the thing. It really depends on, have you been active before? Have you ever been active, or is this your first time ever to start to jump into something? Were you super active before you were pregnant? Those are all really important things to consider. And general rule of thumb, now obviously talk to your specific doctor because everyone is different. We might be having different complications or challenges that the other person's not having that do require certain modifications with activity. So please just double check with your doctor. But general rule of thumb is whatever you were doing prior, you're safe to continue. And so for me, I was doing a program called 645 and I'm still doing that program. Have I had to modify a lot? Because my first trimester was really challenging. Yeah, I modified a lot, but I continue to do it. But here's the thing with prenatal workouts, they were created specifically for that season for a reason. So I am personally a physical therapist. That is what I do full time in the hospital. So I know the importance of really preparing our bodies for anything, especially for pregnancy. Now, I'm not a women's health specialist. I do not work in women's health PT. However, I do have some background and knowledge when it comes to that just from my schooling and education. And so it is so important that we are really focusing on those small abdominal core muscles, those small back muscles, those pelvic floor muscles. That's what's going to help us have an easier labor, a healthier just pre-pregnancy, and then healthier recovery after. We all know our bodies endure a lot when we actually go through birth, whether you're having a C-section or natural delivery, whatever it might be. Regardless, your body is really going to go through a lot. And so the more that we can do on the front end, the better we're going to be on the other side of this. And so that's our heart, is to help prepare you and really give you specific programs that are going to fit this season, prepare your body, but also be modified a little bit, because you might not be able to do everything you were doing before, and that is normal. And so just know, like I said, talk with your coach. Everyone's different. If you were not doing anything before, then we are still so happy you're here. But we recommend you do something a little bit simpler, a little bit less intense. Maybe that's just walking a few days a week, but really going into nutrition and really diving into this community and this accountability group and growing in your walk with the Lord during this season and walking through the Waiting in Wonder devotional. And it was such a sweet reminder to me as I started it this past week that we have a really important job as moms, and we can look at the big to-do list. We can focus on all of the things as far as room color and what brand crib or whatever. I don't know. I've never been a mom before, so I don't know what you think about. But at the end of the day, if we're not preparing our hearts to literally nurture this child and raise a disciple and literally be the hands and feet of Jesus for them and to them so that they see God's love through us, then what are we doing? And so we cannot neglect our walk with Christ and allowing him to sanctify us and mature us through this journey as we await for our little one to be here. And like, we don't want you to miss that. So whether you're walking because you've never been active before, or whether you're doing a really intense workout, I hope and pray that you get something out of this group. So one thing we did do, we have a workout calendar. I just uploaded it to the files. I'm going to share my screen in a second and show y'all. But we did create a specific program for you. This is one of a few that we're actually going to roll out. This is just the first one. It is a mix of some dance workouts as well as like specific prenatal workouts. And then you have a little flexibility as far as like taking some rest days versus going for a walk. We've kind of incorporated that so you can really just listen to your body and do what feels best for you. So I'll show you where that's at in a second. I'm also, my goal in the next week is to get a few more calendars created for y'all. I've never really enjoyed bar workouts, but as a coach, we had the opportunity, just our team specifically, to hear from Elise. Specifically, she came on and did a team call for us, and she really talked through the background and the science and the intentionality behind her pre and postnatal bar program. And as much as I did not love bar, it put me, like, it just lit a fire underneath me. And it was like, when I get into that season of life, I'm going to do this program, because as a PT, I know the importance of just strengthening those muscles, and just the research, the time that she put into creating that program in a very just, what am I trying to say? Very functionally based way, as in she went and did her research. She figured out what you need to focus on, how you need to do it, what's safe for each trimester. And really, like, she put a lot of work in that program. And so I specifically wanted to create a few programs, just or workout calendars based around that program. So I'm going to have a very beginner one where we're just doing bar, and then you're taking rest days, a little intermediate where, or beginner could be rest days versus walking a few days. I'm also going to create one that is a mix between bar and some heavy lifting, because I love heavy lifting and strength training. Now, you might have to modify during this season, but I'm going to create one that's a mix of that. And then I'm also going to create one that's a calendar with bar, which, by the way, that's 4 days a week and is divided into trimesters. So if you're in trimester 1, 2, or 3, it tells you which one to do. But I'm also going to create one for our new live classes, where you can basically just get on, pick a random strength training workout. Or if you are going to be purchasing our mixed bike, which releases on Tuesday, or if you have a bike already, our spin classes, live spin classes, are going to be releasing within the next month or two as well. So I'm going to create a bar/body, which is our live classes and spin program platform. So I'm going to create that. So be on the lookout. I will let y'all know when I get that done. But for now, we have a basic, simple one for you to start with. If it's not your thing, talk to your coach. I know I have a girl who's doing 21-day fix and just doing it, 3 to 4 times a week and then walking the other days. That is perfectly okay too. It literally just depends on what you're able to do, what your body can do, and what you enjoy. Because at the end of the day, we want you to have joy in your health and fitness journey. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Let's see. Okay, so this is our Bump Sisters Bootcamp. This is what it looks like. I say this is what it looks like. It's what it looks like for me as a coach. It might look a little different for y'all. But this is our accountability group. Make sure you are in here, you are tracking, you are showing up. This is where the accountability and the relationships are come from, where relationships are formed. This is where we're going to grow together. So make sure you're in there. But really quick, there's a little thing that says files. Make sure you go to that. We have a meal plan already up for this week, which will be going up every week. And we also have the workout calendar. And this is what it looks like. So this is our basic one that we've already created. Get on here, save it. If this is something you want to do, go through this one specifically, or we can help you pick something that works for you. But this is there. So this is what we really recommend. And like I said, I'll be rolling out a few other ones as time kind of goes on. Full transparency, working full-time in coaching and feeling really bad your first trimester is a challenge. So y'all be patient with me, but I will be getting some other things out to you. Okay, let's see. So that is the group. That is the big thing. more workout calendars to come, but you have a place to start. You have a calendar right here where you can start or continue what you're doing. Second, make sure that y'all know, so this is our Beachbody On Demand platform. This is, I literally just went to Beachbody On Demand and clicked programs at the top, and this is what it brings up. So this, when you signed up, you didn't just get access to specific programs, you got access to all of them for a year, which is awesome. So just know there's a million options here. It has it divided for you, whether it's weight loss, strength and muscle, cardio. Like obviously you probably don't want all of those focuses right this second, but please know that there is one, if you scroll down, called pre and postnatal. So here you can click, and that's all the bar programs. These are great for this season. You can go through trimesters. There's some postnatal things there for y'all as well. And then there's another section that is really good. Sorry, it makes me scroll all the way back down. Pre and postnatal fitness. So here are other options for you specifically in this season. The bar ones are there again. I love these 10-minute enhancements. If you don't have a lot of time for a lot, it literally gives you some focuses. If you need to go through a few things, recovery workouts, all of that, really, really great ones. If you want to like just get a better understanding, there's some educational videos versus like for trimester 1, 2, and 3, just some basics for you. And then here's some other different options, and you'll see it literally has them divided into trimesters. So you don't have to worry about what's safe for you in the season. They literally have it all, which is so, so cool. And I love this. So many different options. And if you are one that has struggled with diastasis recti in the past or want to help prevent it, there is one called diastasis recti. As much as I've said that, I can't say it right. One-on-one yoga that really focuses on that. So make sure you check that out. Just really great options. And then one other thing is when you go to our programs, we have nutrition programs, and you got access to both of these. There's one called Portion Fix. There's one called To Be Mindset. My recommendation to you is if you're trying to decide which one to actually do, I would click on one and go to Start Here. There's a program overview. So here's the Ultimate Portion Fix program overview. I wish it didn't make me do this every time. And here is going to be a To Be Mindset portion overview. If I can click on it, let's see. So if you'll click on this, there is the overview here as well. It's called Introduction, so I had to find it. But basically that will kind of help you pick. And also as coaches, we have some tools if you are still struggling where we can kind of send you a questionnaire and really help you decide which one is best for you. Both are long-term healthy habit type programs. They're not quick fixes. They are set up in a way to help you learn how to fuel your body the right way. Two different approaches, but two very whole nutrition based whole nutrition based approaches that are going to be sustainable for you, 10 years from now. I love these. My mom and dad follow these. They're really awesome. But for each one, you're going to have, and I sent a video to my girls, but hopefully, you're going to have videos to kind of go through where you're learning the program. So I'm on To Be Mindset. I'm going to stay here. But just know that both of these have one specifically for pregnancy. So in To Be Mindset, it's called Eating for Life. To Be Mindset with Pregnancy. If you go to Ultimate Portion Fix, there is a pregnancy video there as well. Please listen, because y'all, our bodies need increased calories with pregnancy. Now, the whole thing, you're eating for 2, y'all, that's a big fat lie. You're not eating for 2. You literally need a third more calories than what you're typically eating. So do not use pregnancy as a way to overindulge and as an excuse. Really educate yourself and figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So watch these videos depending on which one you are following. I'm going to get off of that, but also know that nutrition is a challenge, or it has been for me. It might not be for every coach in this group, but for me, I've been very nauseous. I've had a ton of food aversions, and it's just been really hard. And so just remember, at the end of the day, give yourself grace and truly make the best decisions you can. Now, don't get lazy. And like I said, don't use the excuse I'm eating for two and just throw junk in your body all day, every day. Our bodies are doing a lot of things. We need all of the nutrition we can get to help support our bodies, but also a growing baby inside of us. And so it's so important that we're fueling our bodies appropriately. But also, I just want to take some pressure off a few of you ladies because it's hard if you don't feel good. So do what you can, give yourself grace, and try to sneak in veggies every single chance you get. That's why we're talking about Shakeology. Get your Shakeology in every single day, even on days I don't have a great nutritional day because I just feel and my stomach can literally only eat some breaded chicken some days, which was my life in first trimester. I got my nutritional shake in because I knew I was going to be getting vitamins and minerals, pre and probiotics, superfoods, all of the things to just help me stay as healthy as I could, even if I wasn't getting the nutritions that I were prior. Now, it's getting better during second trimester, thankfully, but just wanted to share that. So if y'all have questions, let me know. I would love to know your plan as far as what workout program you're doing. So if you're doing the calendar we shared, just comment y'all's calendar. If you are doing a specific program that you wanted to do that is not with our calendar, or if you are already doing one and continue it, drop it below, comment it, let me know, and let us know what nutrition program you're following because we want to hold you accountable. So that is it. If you have questions, please reach out to your coach, reach out to me, reach out to all of us, post questions in this group. That is what we are here for, but we are so excited you are here.